Hi everybody, hello, exciting day today because we're going to put the last flippy flap onto the right hand section and then we're going to stick that in the book and see what we've got. So what we need for today is a piece that's 5 1/4 inches wide by 8 1/2 inches tall. I'll show you this again once I've done that because you need to see where the score lines go. So we've got this beautiful remnant that we had. I can't even remember which page it was from, but it's just gorgeous. Look at that. It's so nice. And I think I'm going to use this. Oh, I might need 2 pieces actually. Yeah, I do. I need 2 pieces. Oh no, I haven't. Let's have a look. I need 2 pieces, I forgot about that. Yeah, but the other one I only need to be 4 1/4 wide. And I've got this piece here that was a product of my muck-up. Yeah, that would do, that's fine. So, right, what you need then is this. You need 1 piece that's 4 1/4 inches wide. So let's get the large Timmy trimmer on the job. 4 1/4. Okay. 4 1/4. Not altogether sure that's square, but right, 4 1/4 by 8 1/4, 8 1/2, 8 1/2, 8 1/2, 8 1/2. Okay, right, so that's 1 piece there, right. And then I need another piece that's 5 1/4 wide. Let's do that first. Five 1/4. So there is 5 1/4. By 8 1/2. Oh, I think I'd rather cut the bottom off. 8 1/2. Oh, the top of that is slightly damaged. Are you getting seasick yet with me? Keep turning this paper over. Top's slightly damaged, so I'm going to cut the top off and then cut that at 8 1/2. So both pieces are 8 1/2 tall. One's 5 1/4, one's 4 1/4. There we go. And the 4 1/4 piece doesn't have any score lines on. This one does get scored. So what you need to do is leave 4 1/4 along there and score there at 4 1/4. And then every pip up until just want this to be 1/2 inch, don't we? So yeah, every pip up until 1/2 inch, which is 3, I think. Let me just check. Where are we here? 4 1/4, 4 1/2. Yeah. Score it at 4 1/4. Score it at 4 1/2. So yeah, I've scored it at 4 1/4. I've scored. I need another half. I'll let you share in my bewilderment. That's 4 1/4 this section. Then that's 1/2 inch. Then I need another half to tuck behind it. So 5 1/4. Yeah, I mean, that's it. It's got to be right. What are you questioning? Don't know. That's 5 1/4. So that's my 1/2 inch there to go behind the... Yeah, so score at 4 1/4 and then every 1/8 up until 4 3/4. Phew, that was hard fought for, wasn't it? So, right, here we go. So, 8 1/2 inches tall, both pieces. Cut one at 4 1/4. That's finished. Then the slightly wider one, put it on your scoreboard, score at 4 1/4. Then every 1/8 up until 4 3/4 and score there. So it's 4 1/4, then a 1/2, then another 1/2. Okay, so now we're going to make this into a big acetate window. And this, let's just fold these over. This 1/2 inch here is the 1/2 inch that gets stuck to the back of the pocket, and then let's just fold in that one there, which is the one at 4 1/4, and that should be the same. Yeah, it is. So let's ink around that and see where we're going then, can't we? Down there as well, and then you'll see what I was trying to explain to you, but quite poorly really. But right, so that's that. So this was the piece that was 5 1/4, so we scored at 4 1/4, then every 1/8 up until 4 3/4, and that left a 1/2 inch then to attach to the behind the doodah. The pocket, come on. So I'm just inking around this as well. Okay, so what's going to happen is that's going to get adhered to there, and in between the two we will have some acetate. So let's just check that that's okay, it's not impinging on that, and I think it actually is a little bit, just that much. I don't know if you can see that, but that needs to come off, otherwise our whole thing won't work seamlessly. So I'm just taking a little bit off there. Let's see what that looks like. Let's go in there. Just make sure that we can fold that over. Yeah, that's fine there. That's good now. I just need to ink that edge up. Lovely. Right. So I want to cut a window in this for the acetate to go in between both of them. So I know that I'm going to be cutting the central section out. So I'm just going to use some Collall and just in the centre section like that, put some glue. And put this right on the edge where it's going to go, like that. and glue that down, and now we can cut both pieces at once. Hopefully, that's the plan. That's the plan. So, worn out with all this thinking. So, do I want 1/2 inch around it? I think so. I think 1/2 inch always looks quite nice. So let's draw our lines in at 1/2 inch. And this piece is pretty much purely decorative. Well, give or take. But it is really, it's just decorative. So there we are. So I'll get my knife out, and bearing in mind I have to cut through 2 this time, it might not go on the first cut. Oops, made that cut a bit long. That's okay. Let's just go down there again. Feels like I've got everything. And the last one. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's just one. Oh no, well, not too bad. Not too bad at all. That's not so bad. So we've got our 2 frames. Marvellous. So they're going to go, this one's going to go like that, and this one's going to go inside it, just the way that we cut it. This really, it's got glue on it, so it's probably not really worth saving. Which is a shame, I hadn't thought about that when I did that, but never mind. So what I'm going to do now is just ink around the inside edges of those. Right, sorry for the pause, but I had my dinner. It was lovely. We had roast beef and veg. It was really, really nice. Anyway, back to the game in hand. So I've had to get a new sheet of acetate out because the other one was a bit used up really. So I'm just going to put that over there like that and draw around it as we've done in the past. And just a little bit off that there. Lovely. Cut that out. I'm quite excited that we've almost finished this one side, so that's what this side's come together quickly. But as I say, some of that is because I'm absolutely aware how quickly these things can grow, and we haven't got a whole lot of space. We just don't. So I want to stick that onto there. Right, let's do that first. Let's not get carried away. Oops, I've got that little bit on there. So, where's my glue? Oh, forgot I had my fancy glue thing. So after this, we're down to the decorating. Can you believe it? So acetate first. Oh, don't know what I've got on there. Glue, I think. I'm going to have to get a wet wipe out. Take that off. It's better if it never gets on it, to be honest, but it's on it, so we'll deal with it. There we go. Right, so let's stick this onto here before anything else happens to it. There we are, we're all right. Like that. So that's that. And then on the inside, the piece that we've just stuck the acetate to, we're going to put this on, which means then we've got a double-sided pocket. Well, it's not a pocket, it's an acetate window, but you know what I mean. So this one you want to glue up to the edge and along the very border. Move that out of the way in case I get any glue on it that I don't want. Oh dear, I'm not safe let loose. Not safe let loose. I think Mr. F's putting a load of stuff on Facebook Marketplace just for local things that just are impossible to post, really. Right, so with the wrong side of that facing up and the right side of this facing up, stick one on top of the other. I wonder if it needs to go that way. No, needs to go this way. Okay. That's okay. There we go. So there's our window. God, it's got more stuff on it. How am I managing to do this? Don't know. Let's see what that dries like. There we go. Anyway, we've got it kind of made. If that doesn't bring it off clean, if you wear glasses and you get one of those cloths to clean your glasses with, this works quite well with that. Right, that's ready to stick on, but before I do that, I want to put an eyelet in it for our closure for this side. So 4 1/4 is where I want to put my hole and my eyelet, so let's do that. On the large side, There we go, and just one of those. There are some washers for these somewhere in the bottom of here, if I can manage to dig one out. Oh, dig one out, there's about 10 there, but never mind. There we go. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of glue on the back of this washer. Just a little bit, doesn't need much. That's fine. Put that on the back because otherwise I can't hold it and the front in place. So that's perfect there. Then that needs to go in as usual. Oh, that's flipped off. And that's come out. Come on, boys. Play the game. That goes there. That goes there. And stick that right down. Hopefully it should be okay. No, it doesn't want to. I think that's all right there. Right, let's crunch that together, see what happens. There we go. And because we've got that washer on, we've just strengthened that a bit. Not that it's going to have madness happening to it, but I've got this green string really. It's 2mm hemp, and what I want to do is tie it onto there, but I also want to come from the back of here, so as I've got, this is one end of it and that'll be the other. So I'm just checking that I've got this right. Let's see how I've done the wallflowering. That's the pocket, that's that, that's that, and then the thing comes over. Yeah, I think we're right so far. So that's, oh no, that's the pocket. So that's that, that goes there, that comes there, then this goes over. Yeah, okay. So I want midway down here, and it's 8.5, so 4.5 is my midway point, so I'll just draw a line there. And I just want some double-sided tape, which I have here, the end of which is now no longer sticky. So I'm just going to put some tape on there, run that along there like that, cut that off, burnish it down, pick up the release tape, just gauge roughly how much string I need, probably nothing like that amount, but it's on there. That's great, marvellous. And then I'm just going to put another piece of tape over the top of that, because I don't want it sticky at the moment, it'll just get on my wick. So I'm just putting another bit on top of that. I'm not going to take the release tape off, it's just to stop it sticking to everything while I construct things. So there we are. So that's there. Then this needs to get stuck to there. By the looks of it, I haven't inked down there, so let's just do that. And get the collal out. This is our last bit of real construction. So, line up your edge with your edge, like that. Looks good. Oh no, It's come undone there, that's it. That's great. Fabulous. Yeah, I'm happy with that, I think. Turn it over, give that a good press down. A good burnish. I just want to angle that, it's just poking out a little bit, so I'm just mitring that there. That's fine, that's tidied that up, lovely. So that's what it will look like, apart from the fact it's obviously going to have something in here. So that's our right hand side done pretty much. So I'm just going to take a piece of string. That's just way more than I need, but you know. And I'm just going to knot that in this side. If you can think of a more elegant finishing tie, that's fine, but I quite like this. It's pretty much in keeping with the book. And they will just tie together like that. And as we get fatter and fatter, as we decorate it, we need to allow room for slack. So I'll cut those off there. And that just needs to get stuck in the book. So bring on the book. Here we are. It's a bit flat. But that just needs to get stuck into there. And I'm going to stick it. It is a little bit narrower than this section, but I'm going to stick it over to the right hand side to allow a bit more clearance for the journal that we're going to put in there. But apart from that, it can get stuck in now. So let's attend to that. Make sure I've got it the right way up. No, I don't. That would be just typical, wouldn't it? It'd just be typical. Do all of that and then put it in upside down. Oh dear, I have done similar things on camera before. But you're always so kind and supportive when I do daft things. I think we all do daft things from time to time. If you're not concentrating, it's ridiculous to say, but actually you really do need to concentrate. While junk journaling or journal making, I don't suppose this is by any stretch of the imagination a junk journal. It's expensive junk if it is. Right, so we've got all our glue on there. We just need to get this down. It's collall, so I've got a little minute to work with it. So I need to centralise that. So I'm in about a good 1/8 or 1/4, and then I'm over to this side a bit like that. So I'm leaving about 1/8 down there. Yeah, that looks all right to me. So let's undo all of this, go right to the back where we can give a bit of pressure. Okay, so let's get serious. This is from the opticians that they were giving when you picked your glasses up. I think they're for scraping your car in the winter, but it really works as a pressure tool for this sort of thing. So that's it down. There we go. Phew. So that flips down like that. That flips in like that. That flips in like that, and that goes over like that, and it ties. And there we have it, guys. That is the other side done. I've no idea what you want me to do next, the journal or the decorating. I'll show you how I've decorated the wallflower one. That looks nice. That look nice. When it's decorated, it's going to look splendid. So there we are. We've still got plenty of room in this, but don't worry, once we get cracking with things, yeah, we're not going to have that much room. So I'll show you how I've decorated the left hand section on here. I haven't decorated the right hand side one yet. So that's the journal. I think I gave you a quick flip of that the other day. So let's look into this side. So that's my string closure, which if you remember was overlapping when we made it, and now it's just bursting. It's bursting out. So that opens up. Oh no, I put a little pocket on there and I closed it with Velcro, and it has actually got journaling paper in there, which is cute. So that goes up like that. And come on, stay open. Thank you. And on here, what have I got? Oh yeah, that's a little vellum pocket, isn't it? And I've got this little tag here with flowers on. You could journal on the back of that if you wanted. And in the pocket I've got a journaling card. Well, it might be hard to journal on it, probably needs backing. And this envelope. Nature is not a place to visit, it is home. But I've left it open so you can journal inside it. So that's pretty nice. I stamped all that, stamped that. So it's a nice little thing to have in your journal. And that flips open to here. I've got a dragonfly charm on here. I've made a little pocket there, and I've put this, I've stuck these together. That goes there, and this comes over the top. In here we've got a fairly normal tag. I've just put some flowers on it. Definitely journaling on the back of that. Then, is this the next page? I think so. I've got an envelope there with a flower loose in there. That's right, I thought I'd done that. It's just loose, so you can use it wherever you want to in the journal. And it's just a little envelope, just some journaling paper in there, a tag, and in the back on the belly band we've got this little notebook. It's got quite a bit of paper in, there's quite a bit of journaling in there, and it just fits nicely under that belly band. I put a label on there and I put brads on each side. So that goes into there. A label on there, and then the tag and the envelope and a flower. Oh, hello, goes there. Then what happens? That flips out. Then I've got a birdie here with a little, I've just made it into a tuck, and I've stuck that tag in that I made myself. I showed you how to do that. Got two big eggs down here, and then in these long pockets we've just got some long thin tags that I've backed, and they're both the same. Get in. That's it. And I put just some lace on the top of that. What happens? Oh no, we've done all that. We've done all of that bit. Excellent. So then we're into this bit here. Long side pocket, big journaling card, and I've put a little butterfly dangle on there, and a butterfly piece of ephemera, because it's got 3 butterflies on it. I thought that went really quite well. And here we've got one of the Tim Holtz florals. That opens this way, so we've got this big vellum window, dicky bird at the top, And here we've got a journaling card with a bird's nest there. This I've only adhered right at the very top so it comes out over the page like that. That opens up, 2 pockets, good big journaling cards, and I've just added a label with a tiny little floral bit from Timmy in there. And that one the same with another little label. Here I've just made a tiny little belly band and I've stuck this little tag into it. Just looks cute. Here we've got side tuck, and I've got this big journaling card that I've put this little tag onto with a bit of Timmy floral. It's all back so it's ready to go. That just goes into there, and I've stuck this little envelope there, and the top does open up and there's journaling inside, and it's got this little Timmy floral here as a tuck for the top of the pocket, top of the envelope. That's that. Yes, I think we've seen all of that. Then this big robin, some big journaling cards here. That one. With a label and some florals, and that's just another really big one. Same label and florals on there, but they're all backed and they're ready to be written on. That'll fit in there. And that flips out, and here's this kind of fancy belly band, do you remember? So there's big pockets on this side, so I've used these. It's an Elizabeth Craft die, and it's really very fancy. It cuts that top bit out, which I think is gorgeous. So they go like that, and then on this side we've got the smaller ones, so they're little dumpy tags. But when you put them together, they look like it's all one, which is kind of snazzy. That's it, I think, for that one. Yeah, I think so. Then here we've got a little envelope that flips that way. It's got a side pocket there which I've stuck some Timmy florals on. The bird 6x6 page I've used for that, the little tits. That goes in there, flips over. Then on the back of the envelope I've put a little label and a little tag to just keep that envelope closed. That opens up, and inside we've got a journaling card. So you can see it's not a quick process, this. So that goes down and that goes into place, keeps it closed. Then here, oh yeah, that's our envelope, and just down the pocket, on the flippy bit of the pocket, I've put these Timmy florals, which I think are just a delight. And then we've got our 2 acetate windows, and I've just put tags in there. They're backed with cream paper, so ready to write on. Same with that one in there. And that, I think, is that. Is it? Which bit goes in first? That goes in first. The envelope goes first. Then this bit, and just got to be careful with those knots that they don't get caught up in the spine. Then that, then this one, is it? I think so. Then this one. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So yeah, it's quite bulky. Quite bulky. And then it just ties up again. And it's a bit of a work of art getting it to tie up, because it's really full. Might be too full actually, but when we get the other one decorated, we'll pass judgment on that. But there we go. That's that. There's the little journal. I'll walk you through that as well, and then you'll know what I've done. This is really fancy coffee dyed paper that I've used, and I've just used a piece from the Wallflower kit. Bit of lace down there. And then as we go through it, it really is a very simple journal. It's a writing journal, really. So all this is just journaling. I just stenciled some little roses down there. This was a printout. I've no idea. I think it was a Graphics Fairy printout, actually. But I've used that. Here's a little corner tuck. I think that was a Tonya Samuels paper. I've backed it and it just tucks into there. And I've just put a piece of the faux sellotape, faux aged sellotape onto there. And this page has got those at the top, which I love. I think came from Janya, possibly. Here's another piece. This definitely came from Janya. And I've just put, I used the ink old paper, and I think it just looks great, fits in with the whole vibe. This was coffee dyed paper from Janya. I think her shop is Dream in Colour 27, I think. If that's not right, Janya, let me know. So here I just literally had some of these that I had already die cut. So I just put a little bit there. This is a stamp. It's a Creative Studio stamp, sample stamp. I like it there. It looks good. Then we've got some of the gorgeous, gorgeous tracing paper from Janya. And I've just stenciled a wee little bit on there. Then here we've got an envelope that I made out of some messy paint backgrounds that I've been making. It's got some journaling in it, a little bit, but you could add more if you wanted to. Just fits in there, and it just fits over that page and gets paper clipped into there, like so. And that's just a stamp, a Creative Studio stamp that I just coloured. This is Kyung's beautiful paper, and her shop is called, no idea what that is. Her shop is called Wonders by Wink on Etsy, and she does all this beautiful coffee stained paper. It's gorgeous. That is one of the pieces that I coffee stained. Mr. F coffee stained the whole book, so I've got loads of it, and it's got really interesting top to it as well. Here we've just got a piece, this is Janya's paper, just stamped a couple of stamps, put some lace down there. There is no poetry, there is poetry among the wildflowers, and just some wildflowers I've stenciled and I've stamped. Here we've just got some lined paper, I think this is from Janya, and I've stenciled there. This is a centre spread, and it looks really nice, I think. We've just got these that I've found somewhere, I've no idea where, and stamped those. I think they are Crafters Consortium herbs or something like that. And then that's, we're going back now, so that's the stamps and a bit of lace, some stenciling, Kyung's paper. I've just added that to there, rare roses, and another one of those die cuts. The tracing paper, I just tore the edge of that, I just felt rebellious. And here we've got a page that's got two tags on, two little, they're just labels that are holding them in place. But it's all that's needed, and I think they look quite nice. That's from Elizabeth Crafts, and that is Karen sent me. Beautiful. Stenciling. And here, also in that pack that Karen sent me, were these little frills with lace on them, which I love. So I just stuck that down there, and I've just popped that in, which is a Tonya Samuels piece. And that just goes in there. And that's it. That's the journal. So you've seen it all. I'll be carrying on decorating mine. I haven't decorated the back piece of mine, and already, you can see that's where it wants to be without this back piece being decorated. So I don't know, but it feels nice. Maybe should have made the spine a bit wider. That's always my problem. I always need to make the spine wider. But anyway, so that's that. Where's the other one? Here's the other one. So he's looking a bit thin by comparison because he hasn't had his front piece decorated and he hasn't got the journal in yet. But we'll carry on and we'll get there. So thanks for joining me today. bit of a red letter day, isn't it? We've got the thing finished, all the construction. So I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.